I'm going to mute here.
Hi, everybody. It's Veronica Cole's Sacred Alchemy After Loss. I'm so glad that you're here with us today because, as you know, if you've been following me, this is the 7th day of my actual 9-day workshop. I know I always say it's a 5-day, but it's 5 days of my teaching, and then it's 4 days of things that I feel would be really supportive and helpful for others. And so today is the second interview that I'm doing. Yesterday was Sue Sharp, and today we're bringing on the lovely Maryrose Bailey. And I happen to be, yes, hi, Maryrose. I happen to be a huge advocate of feng shui and a huge advocate of Maryrose because she is a dynamic, unbelievably sensitive, beautiful soul. And I wanted to bring her on to let every one of you experience what I do with her, aside from her skill set and her knowledge. So without further ado, I am going to bring on her. Well, I'm going to bring her on after I read a little bit of her bio to you, because I want you to know a little bit about her. So from flowers to custom home furnishings, interiors and exteriors, to homes, gardens, and graphics illustrations, Maryrose has spent the last 20 years designing. It's pretty impressive, right? A lover of colors, patterns, and art, she was intrigued to know more about why the colors and placement of homes and their furnishings moved her in such a big way. An intuitive friend suggested she take a closer look at feng shui. From the first course, she was in love. Now a committed student for life to the feng shui practice. I feel as though I have worked with the energy of homes and the people and items inside them for many lifetimes. Maryrose is a certified BTB feng shui practitioner. We're going to ask her what that means. Reiki guide and holistic coach. She works daily on her happy home with her husband, 2 daughters, 11 and 13, her cat, and her little dog too. So we've got the full package with Maryrose. Her passion is to support others in designing a wonderful life. And you can know more about Maryrose because down below there is something called a bagua, and Maryrose will share what that means. And then we're going to, I think on the bagua, she said that she has her contact information, her phone number, and then you can reach her on Facebook. She has a beautiful website that's in progress right now. So eventually that will happen too, but I just want to alert you to that. So with that all in mind, Maryrose, where are you?
Hello. Hi here. Hi. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so happy to have you here and to have everybody experience you. And I'm so excited because, you know, this work is, it is really an extension of what I do because you're incorporating the beautiful energy of chi. And I know you're going to explain what that means, but you're also incorporating the beautifulness of what it means to bring beauty into your home and how to have chi travel in your home and how to set up your home so that you're inviting the most powerful form of energy in this world. I mean, aside from love, which is the most powerful energy, chi is probably, like right there with it, you know? Yeah. So I want to just bring all of that out and have you speak about that and bring your brilliance to this whole conversation. So welcome.
Thank you so much again. And yes, chi, prana, life force energy, just saying those words, right? Like gets my whole, like tingles my whole body because that's what we're working with on a daily basis and has I mean, we are all energy. Everything we own has energy. And what we're choosing to bring into our life and have in our home definitely has an effect on how we feel, on our health, on our happiness. And something I like to bring up is we've all walked into either a home or a business or a space that felt kind of funny. Like you couldn't really wait to get out of there. And it's not even necessarily that it was like dirty or messy. It was just that it just had a funny energy to it that you just wanted to leave, right? But we've also have walked into those spaces where we're like, I want to stay here forever. I love the feeling, or I want to come visit. We have our favorite places to maybe stay on vacation because we love the energy of that home or that resort. So that's kind of a easy way that everyone can think about the energy that they've experienced in spaces. We've been places we don't want to be, and we've been places that we'd like to stay longer, right? So should we jump right into it, Veronica?
Yeah.
So hopefully there is a PDF somewhere that everyone can print out. It's going to look similar to this. This is the Feng Shui Bagua map. And all these are guas. So there's 9 guas within the Bagua map. And what the Bagua map is really is an energy map that we can lay on top of our home. And BTB stands for Black Sect Tantric Buddhism. And it's a certain lineage of Feng Shui that Professor Lin Yun started teaching Westerners. And what I fell in love with this practice was that it was a little more modernized to work with our homes now, because our homes are pointing all different ways. They're not built on a hillside where everyone's facing north, and there's nothing wrong with other practices of Feng Shui. They just followed some different guidelines. Where on this map, we look at the front door, and that's where we start with the energy map. We start with the front door, which we refer to the front door as the mouth of Qi. And that's, if I had to break down to the 2 most important things in Feng Shui, it's the front door, the mouth of Qi, the energy, life force, and the bedroom. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. I just am compelled to share. It wasn't in my notes, but something I like to introduce people to, especially if they're new to Feng Shui, something really simple and easy to try out is, first, looking at your front door, is it blocked? Do you use it? How's it feel? Stand on the outside of it and look towards it. Stand on the inside of it and look towards it. Is there things that could be cleared out? Do we need to dust it and get some cobwebs down? Do we need to clean the windows? The windows in our home are our house's eyes. They represent what we see, opportunities that we can see coming towards us, so we don't miss them. And just kind of, simmer and contemplate what you'd like your door to look like, what you'd like your door to feel like. And an exercise that you can do, we have a side door that we mainly use, and a lot of Westerners, we have attached garages. So some of us don't go out our front door as often as we normally would if we didn't have those attached garages. And ours isn't even attached. It's just this like nice, smooth entry into our house. It comes into our kitchen, so if we have groceries. But what I'm trying to get to is that you can still create a way to have ceremony around your front door. So I encourage you all to, for 9 days, if you want to go the full length, it's 27 days, but at least 9 days, devote some time to opening that door. And here, I'm in Southwest Wisconsin. We are at 0 degrees, and that's our high for today. I woke up, it was -15. Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
Maryrose, I just want to let you know that people are going to ask questions. Do you want me to save the questions for later? Would that be better?
Well, let me go through this and let's try to get caught up on questions, just so we can stay pertinent to what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is what.
So you can just open your door just to let that little bit of 0 degrees or whatever weather it is in. Open the door just so there's some energy flow there. If you like incense or sage, you know, don't stay outside too long if you're where I'm at, but you can sage the outside of your door, and if there's a screen door, open that door too, just so that there's movement and energy flowing in. And what the universe sees is you really dedicating a certain amount of your day and time to welcoming in new energy and new opportunities to your life. And your front door may go into 3 guas of the Bagua map. If you're going into the center, this is the career gua or your path in life. If looking at the outside of your house, if your front door is more to the right, you're going to be going into the benefactors, helpful people, travel area of your home. And if you're going off to the left, you can't see my hand, off to the left, looking at the outside of your house, you are walking into your knowledge, your self-cultivation, wisdom. And so those are the 3 guas you might be walking into when you first walk into your home. If anyone wants to talk about questions, Veronica, I see them.
Yeah.
If you
see the one about the apartment, it says, what if you live in an apartment and your front door leads to a hallway in a front door to a front door?
What if you live in an apartment where your front door
leads?
Oh, so it's like an entryway. It's like a front door to a front door.
Right, but it sounds like she's in an apartment complex, is what it sounds like.
Okay, so your front door would be your actual door. You don't have to count the complex's front door. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, is that correct? Let's see.
Yeah, it's really your living space, the front door to your living space. That's where you would start the energy map.
Okay, and somebody is asking how to download the map. The only thing I can tell you is you're going to have to utilize your printer for that. And if you're having a problem, we'll have to wait until we get off of this call because we could address it later. Okay, sorry about that.
And Veronica, I can send you a JPEG also, so you can put it up on whatever group page that they might see it in, so that they can try different ways to be able to grasp it. Because I have one in my bedroom, I have one in my office, I have one on the fridge. I just to keep it in my head of what areas, because there's different areas to focus on all the time, right? If I can just list off so I talked about the 3 front guas, the center next guas would be to the left, new beginnings and family. The center of your home is health. To the right can represent completion, the children in our life. And then, so now we're standing and we're going to start over again to the left. The back left corner of your home represents abundance and wealth. And abundance can represent like abundance of happiness and abundance of whatever you are searching for in your life. The center back would be recognition or fame, reputation, how people see you in the world. And then the back right is relationships or partnerships. It could be business partnerships. It could be romantic relationships. So yeah, all those 9 guas should be on the PDF, and then also a note as to where to line it up with your front door.
And that is in the comments in case somebody's not aware of it. That there is a link for it that Amanda posted in the comments, as well as Maryrose is gonna send me the PDF, and I'll put it out there too. Sorry about that.
All right. So we kind of went over the front door and its importance. There's so much more to it depending on what gua you walk into.
Maryrose, what about the outside of the front door? Because I always found that for some people, that's going to be the front of the house, which is what mine is. For some people, it might be it's looking out onto a wall because they're in an apartment or something, or in a hallway. Isn't that just equally the same kind of energy that you want to create? Don't you want to create that on the outside as well? The outside
Yeah, yeah, a welcoming, like welcoming in those possibilities and opportunities, not just your guests, because we're not having a lot of guests right now. But another thing you can do exterior wise is, if you're really wanting to welcome in some new opportunities, especially if you're like walking into the center, the career gua, and setting an alarm on your phone so that you are turning your outdoor light on when it gets dark and lighting it up.
Mm-hmm.
Showing them the way, showing the universe the way, like, hey, I'm here and I'm looking for something, and being very specific about what it is you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a new job, again, being specific. What kind of job? What would you love to do? What would you love to get paid? What, and I like to call it the path in life too, because it's not, our passions aren't always what we're getting paid for. The path in life that we're taking, we want it to be clear and lit and visible. So having your outdoor light on is a great way. And I'm a strong believer, like, these all represent different elements, which we can go over. It will be on the PDF printout, but you'll see wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And those are some of the feng shui elements. And depending on what gua you're walking into, you can add elements to the outside of your house. Wood can be plants. I mean, I'm not somewhere, I still have some evergreen branches out there, and they're not growing right, but they still represent that hardy plant that can keep up to this cold, right? It's not the kind of plant that is going to wilt and die right away. Those branches can easily handle that cold winter weather. Fire, if you want to add fire, the beautiful lanterns some people have out there with those battery powered candles, unless you want to use real candles are even better. But for something,
isn't the outside light doing the same thing though?
Same thing. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. If you want to add more, but yes, the outside light's doing the same thing. And maybe you want to add a chair for comfort. If it's a round chair, that's adding a round metal chair, like the bistro chairs, that's adding metal element. A square wood chair is adding earth element. It all depends on where you're living. That can handle, again, the weather.
So are we actually calling in the chi? Is that what we're doing? And I guess I need to have a broader definition of chi as you experience it.
Yeah, so the chi that we've covered up to this point is what is the energy that is inside of us, continuously swirling around us. Something that came up to me to share is, so we're upset about something, right? And we're in this bad mood. There's energy around that when we're around other people, that energy is shared with them. Like, somebody knows when you're in a bad mood, right? Someone knows that if something isn't going the way you want it to, they can, most people can feel that, right? I definitely can feel that when people are around me and they feel sad or mad. I feel that energy. Or you being around somebody who's angry about something, we can feel that. And most of the time I just want to run away.
Yeah.
But
this
also,
is a group of empaths and highly sensitive people. So
okay, so they get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the energy that I'm referring to, but it's also the universal energy, the energy that helps us manifest, the things that we want to call into our lives. That's I get goosebumps. That's big energy. That is big energy. And the universe wants for us what we want for ourselves. And when we are really slowing down and being present and calling in that energy into our lives, it just wants to serve us. And sometimes the things that we're trying to manifest, the universe wants to take care of us. And maybe it doesn't look exactly like what you were calling in, but that's just redirection so that it's even more supportive for you in your life. And then, so welcoming that energy into our front door, there's energy in everything we own in our home. And there's energy swirling around in our home. You know, when, especially this group will understand if your partner's upset about something and he walked through the house, you can feel that in every room that they were in. Right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or when my daughter comes in and she's angry about something, or even if she's not angry, if she's a little bit, well, it's more than a little bit. If she's unsettled, like I can sense it in when she walks through the door. But then when I see her and I see her body movement and everything else that goes along with it, that, you know, sensitives will pick up on, then I know for sure something's off.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So if anyone has a particular question about the chi or the energy of our home, please ask. I hope I'm explaining things to be understood. So
no, you're doing fine. You're doing
going back to everything in our home holding a certain energy. My family and I are thrifters. We live a pretty sustainable life. We love secondhand items. If there's any other thrifters here, it's important to clear the energy. I really pay attention when I'm like right now, I'm looking for a bedroom set for my 11-year-old. She turned 11 yesterday. For my 11-year-old. And, you know, I'm paying attention to the images people have on Marketplace and Craigslist. Like I can feel the energy through a picture just of like what is surrounding this bedroom set as they took these pictures. So, and I'm not, you know, I feeling into it, and sometimes I'm just like, nope. Even if it feels like, oh, that might be a good one, I can feel the energy if it's not, and that's just really being present to what your heart is saying, right? But what I'm trying to get to is, regardless of if it seemed to come from a happy home or a not so happy home, it's important to clear those items, even new items. You know, some of these things, especially clothing, were made in very unfortunate circumstances where, you know, the employees could be treated badly. And it's part of the reason why I buy secondhand, is because I you know, we need to it's acceptable to wear clothes, and I teach my kids that, and we need to wear clothes, but I'm trying not to buy them new to keep feeding, you know, the that seasonal, like what's new, you know, these clothing stores just keep
pumping it out.
Keep us wanting more, keep us wanting something different. And I think it's important to create a time capsule closet, as I call it, where some of the pieces I own, I've had for 10, 15 years because I'm not falling for the trends that they're selling me. I'm, you know, buying things that are going to be acceptably, you know, in style forever. It feels like, you know, like I have a turtleneck wool sweater on right now, and a flannel. Like those are like, I don't know whenever those are going to be out. It hasn't happened yet, I don't think. But anyways, so clearing, but what I mean, there is a certain feng shui way to clear things, and I could talk. I have to ask for red envelopes for that, so I'm not going to go into that now. But another just way you can clear is with smudging and incense, back to what I was talking about with the front door, and putting a little prayer into it. Like, thank you so much for finding me. I am so excited to wear you. Please clear any energy of any negative energy that you might have come across on your way to me, whether that be in the manufacturing or someone had a bad time as they wore it. It's just good to clear anything that we're welcoming into our home, so then we can start putting our energy into it. Same with a bedroom set, especially a bedroom set, because in feng shui, the bedroom represents you. So say I find this bedroom set for my daughter, I would make her part of that clearing, and I would do the special feng shui ritual with her, and put a prayer into the bedroom set and clean it, wipe it down. Even if it came from a super clean home, you still want to give it a fresh sudsy bath and prepare it for your energy to go into it.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I would think that also as you're cleansing or clearing something like that you're also it's like there's an intention going on within you that is further embedding in this whole process of clearing and cleansing.
Yes.
Going on about you making this, welcoming it into your home, and bringing in the element of gratitude for it. I think that's all part of the energy, right?
Yep. Setting the intention of for my daughter, like peaceful night's sleep where she can have beautiful dreams and grow and continue being a healthy child and playful. Like it looks like whatever you want to put into it, but yeah, putting those special prayers into new pieces that you're bringing into your home are so important. And not, the prayer part is more of the holistic approach than feng shui, but clearing is definitely feng shui.
Great. Somebody is asking a question. Reminds me to be more mindful of the energy around me in my environment. I'm actually looking for a bed set myself right now, so this helps.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So this is a great time to go into purposeful pieces, as I call them. Like I talked about a time capsule closet, something, holding that piece of clothing at the store, at the thrift store, wherever you're at, and are you buying it to have another item in your closet, or were you just like so attracted to that you had to see it in your hand? I won't go there, but I encourage you. I could talk about thrifting for days, but we'll stick to feng shui for now. How does that piece make you feel to hold it? How does the fabric feel? If I can go into, I avoid polyester and rayon because that's really plastic. And what are we putting on our sacred bodies? Natural elements, cotton, wool, those natural elements, for one, are so healthy for our bodies and our souls and our chi. And it will go back to the earth when we're done with it. Those polyester clothes are going to be around forever.
Right. Plus your body just can't breathe in them. I can't wear polyester because I get so hot almost immediately. I feel like I'm being suffocated.
Yeah. And just something to pay attention to. And I find the most beautiful silk and wool pieces at a thrift store nearby, a secondhand store nearby, that I clothe my entire family with those pieces. So just something else to pay attention to. Back to purposeful pieces. As this bedroom set, I'm so glad someone else is on here that's in the same position as me, that I'm looking for. I want it, I don't want it to just be that size bed and a dresser she can use. When I look for pieces to bring into my home, same with clothes. I want it to be something that I could potentially love forever. That might be part of our home, or maybe she takes it with her and loves it wherever she moves into, but something that's going to hold together. I do have in my notes somewhere that, because someone else is looking for a bed set, I'm looking for something with a substantial headboard on it. Substantial meaning like a wood, I can't think of the word for it, not a barred, not a metal bed that can feel like imprisonment, or it can feel unstable. It can feel like something can fall through. But a nice wood headboard creates stability. Upholstered headboard. I love our upholstered headboard because I like to read in bed. And it's just this nice soft landing space in the evening. But I bought our headboard that we use now about 10 years ago. I still love it because I waited. I held off. I didn't just go get something. I didn't just, I wasn't like, I want a queen size headboard and just went with the first thing I saw. It's actually really good to pick something out, especially if you're getting something not secondhand. You're going to probably be able to get it. It's not like this marketplace game where it's like, I better go get that now, or it might not be there in the next hour. No. But if I get anything from a store that they've made multiples of, and it's an investment, like a bed set is an investment to not only financially, but to our life, to our bedroom. And I want to make sure that it's perfect. I want to make sure it's the one that I really want. So I held off and went back. I didn't go back and forth. I was in love with my personal bed set for a while, but finally did it, but wanted to really know I was in love with it first. And if you have a partner, showing it to them and feeling them out with it, because that headrest headboard is actually supporting both of you. So you don't want to pick something that your partner might not love or feels a little uncomfortable with the style. And while we're on the topic, the particle boards or the MFD boards, there's a lot of dangerous chemicals in those ones. So like the IKEA wood might not be the best approach to a headboard for your bed. Can I keep talking about the bed? Is everyone okay?
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I was also thinking that there are a lot of veneers, and I wonder if a veneer is the same kind of thing, because a veneer isn't necessarily solid. It's placed on something. I don't think. I think a veneer can be a composite of things.
It can be, yeah. We have a few pieces where it's actually like we buy like mid-century older things, so it's actually like the good plywood that they used to use back in the day with the veneer on there, but it's still like this hardwood that they use. So yeah, you can usually tell if it's made out of, and especially if you're buying new, they need to be transparent with you about what it's made out of. But yeah, while we're on the bed, something that I love to do that's ceremonial also is that when I make my bed in the morning, I just give it so much thanks for being a safe, comfortable place for me to sleep. Putting that thanks into it as I'm making it, so then when I'm crawling back in at night, it's still filled with gratitude and love. And that's just a super simple one. We're usually making our bed anyway, so we might as well, instead of making that checklist in your head of things to do for the day, give your bed some thanks and prepare it for the next sleep. Having bedding that you love, sheets, the flannel sheets that will keep you warm in these cold winters, or organic cotton sheets that'll keep you cool in the summer. I am going to pull my sheet out here of different colors can call in different chi, different energy. I probably won't be able to find it. I have such a list here. So I'm going to go off the cuff. Red and purple can welcome passion into our lives. While I'm on red sheets, actually, sorry, this is how I work. I bounce around. If you do have a bed set that usually king bed sets will have a split box spring, so that they're more movable. Putting a red fitted sheet that you probably won't see around that box spring is important to mend that split. I just want to put that out there now while I'm thinking of it.
That's interesting. I have a king, but I don't see a split in it. Am I supposed to see it, or is that covered up?
No. Usually the box spring under the mattress is, a lot of times, sometimes they're whole, but a lot of times they'll be split to be more manageable because the box spring is so rigid to get into homes. But that mends that split so that it can create a division between the partners sleeping in the bed, and that is an easy remedy or fix for that.
I would think finding a red sheet that's a king size is almost impossible.
Really?
I mean, do you think it's that easy to find something like that?
I'm going to send you some links, Veronica. The internet has everything.
Okay. All right. Well, then, okay. So then I feel a little bit better about that. But
it doesn't, I mean, red is more of a feng shui. You can, as long as you're putting beautiful intention to it, it could really be any color. Red is the feng shui remedy, but it really could be any color. Talking about sheet colors, you could go, white is peaceful. White represents metal, which can be, it represents organization and cleanliness and peace. Yellow tones, yellow, earthy, orange, and brown tones can represent earth element, which can create stability and support if you're feeling like calling that in, a nice sheet set in those colors. And teals or light blues and greens represent growth, like a plant. So if you're looking for some personal growth, that's a nice sheet color to welcome in. Yeah, and making sure that you love them. It's hard to order. I was going to say the internet has everything as far as a box spring sheet, but make sure that you feel the sheets and love them before taking them out and washing them and putting them on your bed.
Mine is more of a Tempur-Pedic mattress almost, so I think it might be one piece, but I'm just not sure.
Oh, okay, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I have to look and see.
So then it wouldn't be split.
Okay.
You'd be fine. I'm guessing. We can talk more later.
Yeah.
And then your cover, your duvet or your comforter, like when you walk in your room, are you like, I cannot wait to get in my bed? Like, is it welcoming you? Is it like creating your bedroom to be your sacred oasis is just, it creates magic in your life. I promise. If you probably have heard the one of having 2 nightstands and a lamp on each side that supports your relationship that you're in or welcomes in a romantic partnership if you're looking for that. And making sure you have space to walk around your whole bed, so that 2 people can get in bed rather than putting it up against the wall is important too.
What about positioning anything? What about positioning of the bed? Mm-hmm. I'm interested in that too, because I know that if you're facing your bed, like the foot of the bed, if it's facing a doorway, necessarily is not a good alignment. And I'm thinking, and then I believe I've heard that. And then what if it's in front of a window? I mean, so I'm wondering about that.
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, so we call it the command position. And what that means is you want to have your bed in position that when you're laying in it and you're sitting up or laying down, you can see the doorway into your bedroom. So you can see who enters it the moment they enter it. It's called the command position, and that's what we suggest also for like where you sit in your living room. Is there an entryway coming at you, hitting you in the back, hitting you in the back of the head, or can you see who's coming in and have control of that situation? So that's.
What if it is directly lined up with the doorway, though, when you're in the bed? Is that okay? Because
that's something you want to remedy. That is something you definitely want to remedy. So, because again, it's, even though our front door is the mouth of chi to our home, the mouth of chi to each room is also the door. So it's like a funnel. Think of it as like a funnel of energy coming into that space. And if your lane aligned with that energy, it's going to be you might have a tricky time sleeping. And that's even if, either way, if your bed is positioned where the door is aligned with like how you're laying, if it's coming at you like a T shape, it can be troublesome. It could mean if it's like, it's so hard to explain without drawing it.
Right.
If the door to your bedroom, if you're walking in and it's facing like your chest area, you might be having chest or heart issues. If it's pointed at your abdomen, maybe you're having digestive issues. I experienced someone who it was even at their ankles and they were having funny feet problems that they weren't used to. So it could be doing something health-wise, but you definitely don't want that energy, that line of chi hitting any body part really. And that's an easy remedy. I'm going to grab a crystal, feng shui crystal quick.
Interesting, huh? If anybody's on here, let me know that you're on here. Okay.
So in between the door and the bed, it's a brand new one, you can hang a feng shui crystal. I'll make sure I don't drop it here.
Oh, that's nice.
Pretty. I get these from Jennifer Humphreys at North Earth Gifts.
Oh, I love it.
She gets really nice ones. I wanted to team up with her because she gets quality items. She's North Earth Gifts in Spring Green. These will be on my website eventually to talk about putting purpose into something. I'm like putting a lot of purpose into my website, so it's taking a little bit, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, hanging a feng shui crystal up between the door that enters your room, between the and then I did drop it, the door and the bed. And it's very auspicious. In feng shui, we like to hang it with a red string. And it can just be a red thread strong enough to obviously hold it, and it hangs from the ceiling.
So so in increments of 9 or 18 inches, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That's so simple for me because it's very simple to what Kundalini wants people to do when it comes to their exercises, you know.
Nice.
Yeah. So repetition. So let's say that you have a high ceiling and it's a popcorn ceiling like what I have. Now my bed, when you walk in, it's a fairly big bedroom, but the way that it's positioned, the door is kind of a little more to the right. To the left of that door is the door to our bathroom. And my bedroom is like right against the wall. So when you open it up, when you open up the door, it is kind of like somebody just threw a package on my doorstep. So I'm sorry, Poppy. It's okay. It was just a delivery. So it's like you're opening the door up, and our bedroom is kind of like it's like right there, positioned this way, you know. And I'm
Your
thinking,
bed.
yeah. So if I want to suspend a crystal there, I don't know how I would do that because I have a popcorn ceiling. I don't know how I would bring something like that down. Is there another way to do that where you don't have to suspend a crystal?
My mentor, who's metal energy, she's very bold and organized, would say, you can still hang it. There's ways to do it. Even if you have to call in, where's my doggo map? Even if you have to call in helpful people.
Okay. All right. So I got you. That's the way to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. There's ways.
Okay. Because what you're doing is you're actually taking that chi and you're allowing it to go out.
You're dispersing it. It's breaking up before it gets to you.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah, it's really great. And I'm excited to offer these on my website because there's a little prayer we put into these so much that my lineage of feng shui is inside the crystal that I send out. And I still can. You don't need a website. If you're thinking you need a feng shui crystal, you can look me up on Facebook. Wonderful Life Design is the name of my business, Facebook or Instagram, or email address is maryrose@wonderfullife.design. And
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do we still have more? I want to talk about closets real quick if we have time.
Because we probably have maybe 5.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
And it's real quick. The closets is a place where sticky energy can happen. We already talked about clothes, but really letting loose of clothes within our closet that are no longer serving us. What will happen when if anyone has seen the Marie Kondo tidying up, or if you haven't, watched a couple episodes, that is the way to do it. Take all the clothes out. Don't take them out one by one and review them as you go. Take them all out, all at once, and then clean your closet from top to bottom, and then put the clothes in as you go through your clothes. Put the ones in you love to wear them. You feel like $1,000,000 when you put it on, or maybe not. Maybe you're just like so comfortable it doesn't matter. And it supports comfort and our highest selves. And put that back in, and then go through the rest. You can make a maybe pile, and you can make I'm certainly going to donate this pile. And then go back through the maybe piles and be really true to yourself. Marie Kondo says, does it spark joy? And if you even for a glimmer of a thought think, nope, put it in the donation pile and get it to the donation center so you don't rethink it. And what happens is we create opportunity as well in this area, and it will depend on where your closet is located on the Bagua map. But when you can move your clothes, you're welcoming in clothes that do support your highest self. You're making room for that. And then 2, you're welcoming opportunities in other areas. You're creating space. My mentor, when I started the certification program, she encouraged us to come with an empty cup. Which meant that we had space to take in the information. If you come with a full cup, then there's no space to gain that new wisdom. And that's also what full closets can represent is, if it's so full of things that we aren't in love with, we have no room to welcome those things that we do love and that support us.
So we're actually creating an energetic void when we take things out and only have in there things that we really love and that we really would utilize and that we feel good about.
Yes. Dressers too. Do the dresser. Do the top of your dresser. Do it in that same style. Take everything off and put it in a space outside of your bedroom. Even clean it. Bring the things that you use on a daily basis that really serve you, and the things that are just there because you have them, either rehome them in a different spot in your house or get rid of them.
Donate them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Wonderful. Maryrose, could you tell everybody your how they could find you again? Because I know that the information is at the bottom of the Bagua map, which is it should be in the comments section because that is where where Amanda posted it. But you're also going to send me a PDF, which might be easier for me to download.
Yeah,
And
I'll send you so I sent you a PDF, but I'll send you a JPEG because then it works as a photo on your Facebook page that you share with this group. So that might be an easier way for some folks to get that. And my phone number's on there, but my Wonderful Life Design will be noted on there, and you can look me up on Facebook or Instagram. And again, my email is maryrose@wonderfullife.design.
Okay, this is great. I have loved having you here. We had a nice conversation and we had a little bit of an interruption, but it was okay. My dog got a little excited when somebody dropped something at the front door and she just wanted me to know about it.
Yeah, he's bringing fire energy into the picture. No worries.
She's normally very silent, so it's like she's a little bit jarring. She's a little baby too. She's just a little one. So anyway, thank you so much, Maryrose. I appreciate you being here.
I am honored to be here. Thank you for letting me speak with your group. And I love feng shui. And I just see someone said something about the toilet seat cover down, and that's great. Yeah, that's good. Even keeping the bathroom door closed. Don't look at the drains like they're going to drain your energy, but it's also nice just to keep them closed and covered up too.
Okay. So keep those closed and covered up. How would you cover up? Oh, you're not talking about a bathtub drain or a sink drain necessarily, right?
No, not necessarily. But the toilet, that's where our waste goes. So that's a good one and an easy one to keep shut.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to be talking with my group and the rest of the time here, but I have been, like I said, so happy to have you on here. And thank you so, so much, Maryrose.
It's an honor. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. I hope you guys are staying warm wherever you're at.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So here we are, everybody. I was very happy about having Maryrose on because she's just such a delight. And can you just let me know in the comments if you really appreciated what Maryrose had to say today and what she shared with us? Because I do believe that feng shui is the perfect adjunct to a lot of what I've been talking about in my program this week. Because we want to expand energy, and that also includes, well, first we have to work on ourselves, on our internal world, right? And then that reaches out to whatever is around us. And from what we have created within us, we take without. And we start looking at our world a little bit differently. We start looking at the things that are around us. We start looking at the situations that are being created around us. And we want to really understand, where is this coming from? If we don't really appreciate it, or if we're feeling like we're not in that place, how do we achieve something more? How do we make our lives more expansive? What is it about being expansive that really fills us up? Well, it's the whole idea of having this energy that really not only filters in through our heart and through our whole body and our whole system, but that energetic part of us, that wonderful sense of love, filters out into everything. And because of that, we want to look at our entire lives, because we're whole people, we're whole energetic beings having, this physical experience. So as spiritual beings, we are capable of so much more than what we have brought into this life so far. Because many of us really do believe that we would love to have this, or we would like to do that, or we would like to incorporate more of this, or have these kind of people in our lives. But we don't really know how that happens, because we're caught up in patterns. And the patterns that we're caught up in are the patterns that will define us. And those are the things that we become really drawn to, because it's easy, because There's been repetition to embed that in us. And the repetition or the hypnosis is what I believe is what's happened, is something that we have to break that spell, because we're all sort of under this hypnotic spell of what we have incorporated in our lives and how we did it. And so, as you know, my program now, the doors have been open to my program. And yesterday I spoke about it. And I also want to end this with more discussion about that, because I want people to understand that my program incorporates opening you up and expanding you and bringing in more of the things and helping you to manifest, to bring and draw to you those things in your life. And it's not like this magical formula. The only reason it appears magical to some people to even hear that you can manifest and create is because of the wording, right? Magic, magical, manifesting. It all sounds very like hocus pocus, like I say a few words. It's not, but it is a very, very specific. And I could say that at some points it's regimented, because in order to be able to achieve the things that you want, to bring your life into this balance that you want of beauty and of creating more of the manifestation of abundance in all forms, in money, your finances, which is a very big one, in terms of your business. If you have a business and you really want that to expand, in terms of your relationships, yes, you really want those to expand and to incorporate more of the people that get you. Because I know, as you are all empaths and you are highly sensitive people, that, you know, what fulfills us is having this range of relationships that really gets us, that really we can turn to when we're in need, that we can turn to, that we can laugh with, and they get our laughter, and they're on this plane with us. And a lot of times these are the spiritual beings that will follow us through our lifetimes, because these kind of people can last forever. So my program not only incorporates all of these elements to bring you to that place and achieving this wonderful place of knowing and understanding that you have the power within you to create whatever it is you want, but actually taking you through the steps that it takes to get through your conditioned self, to take all that programming that we've had that creates a wounded child within us. How do we get beyond that wounded child? Because a lot of times the wounded child is very sneaky. We think it's us thinking these thoughts. We think it's the wise, loving adult, or the Veronica that's conscious right now. But no, the unconscious is about 95% of us. That's where we go. That's where we think from and feel from a lot of times. And especially when we want to go into a zone where the wounded child or our unconscious does not want us to go, because it doesn't want us to take us out of this place that they feel is safe. Our wounded child wants to feel safe. And a lot of times the element of safety was created years ago. So the understanding or the fearlessness about reaching outside of that is not present. What is present is the fears and wanting to be safe. So they want to keep you safe by not saying, but don't let you expand. Don't go into that territory. Don't really window shop in your mind about, well, maybe I'd like to take a class in understanding, quantum physics more. Or maybe I want to be friends with this person that's really seems like they have this terrific sense and understanding of life. Maybe you want to be doing something totally different. Maybe you want to begin to explore Buddhism. Whatever it is that there are curiosities in your mind about, it's great to be curious, but know that that conditioned self will plant things in you that are very, very sneaky. It's like, oh, you don't want to be bothered with that. Or I'm too tired. I want to just, I need my rest. So I'm just going to rest today. And I'm not going to be bothered going to that meeting because there's nothing that I really want there right now. What could they do for me anyway? If there are other ways that the conditioned self will manifest, it could manifest in criticism. You're being stupid. Don't do that. If you've got that kind of a harshness that's going on, you can bet that is your wounded child trying to keep you from doing something because it doesn't want you to move ahead. And as many ways as there are for you to think about this, that's how deep and really how wounded you can be. And what I mean by how wounded is how old that is. It could be very, very old. So it's part of your the hypnotic, primary development that really went on with you, that got incorporated with you, okay, as you were growing up. And wounds can happen as you get older, as we've talked about. And as I have mentioned in my workshops, I mentioned the healing that I went through with my brother's loss, the healing that I went through physically, and that I'm still on the tail end of it. And it's been going on for 3 years. And there is more, because we all have losses. There are so many losses that we go through. But you want to be into a program like mine to be able to help you work through these losses, and not to just rip the Band-Aid off and just give you this intellectual jargon. Because if that were the case, go and read a book. And then if you still don't feel like, you may have an intellectual understanding, but it's still, you have to work it through, right? Emotionally, because it's not the intellect that heals. It is your emotional makeup that you really need to work on and you need to heal. And we're getting at the top of the hour. And I just want to say that there is something here on the Facebook page in this program that will explain my program a little bit more. And, working with me will definitely expand your life. Working with me, that's my life's work. This is what I've been doing. This is what I'm invested in. This is what I have spent years really working on to get the skill set, through years and years of therapy, through years of going through modern psychoanalytic training, through years of the other trainings that I've had. I'm also, a certified Kundalini instructor, expanding. I'm always expanding. I'm very growth oriented. I'm always getting knowledge or understanding or expanding my experience as a spiritual being from somewhere. And there are other experiences that I've had, and they all expand my spiritual element of who I am, because it is truly the spirit that you want to expand. And it's the spirit that will guide you and that will lead you. And we would work on that through this program. So if you have any questions, there are ways that you can schedule a talk with me and I can answer any questions for you. I believe I have slots today and I have some slots tomorrow. If you just want to have a discovery call and to see how this can help you, I would welcome that. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking to Crystal. And Crystal is another amazing human being. We're going to talk about her tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And you'll learn more about what she does then. And she is very much about goddess energy and goddess work. And all of you empaths and all of you highly sensitive people that are all on my Facebook page, you're going to love it. She is all about this, and she's all about spirit and incorporating some of these dynamic concepts and understanding them. So we're going to flush that out a bit tomorrow. Please join me, and that's 3 p.m. Eastern. Just know that all of the previous days are recorded. They're all up until this Tuesday, and then they're going to come down Tuesday evening. But they're incorporated until this Tuesday, and you can go back and review any of them. And I believe they're in the units, UNITS section on this page. And so go back, look at them, see what you missed, see what you're gaining. And okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Be well. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.